Hey there, Chad here. Thanks for joining me. Let's play NewsTower. And this is March of 1932 at the Sounding Rocket. We are about to start a new week, and we have the Mafia asking for mob stories to be printed. We have a district that is looking for crime, sports, and defeat. And hopefully we can get those, close up that neighborhood. We need some influence points. We do not currently have a photographer because we don't have the influence to buy the ability. We do have the money for a floor though, and we're going to go ahead and do that. We'll add an elevator going up. We will add lights, at least light, put one in there. I do want to buy some coal because we were running a little low there and I don't want to be running out. I think that'll do it. Let's go ahead and see where we are. Let's get an ad started too. That's always a good idea when you have them. We'll have Dolores get started. And stories are coming in. Let's see what we get. So we are looking for defeat, which often comes in sports. So I might want to adjust to that. We do have an illustrator, so this looks pretty good up here. Let's give that a go. We'll go with Chris White. And then let's look for sports stories. Let's see, defeat also happens maybe in politics. I can't remember. Does it show us if we highlight this here? It does. Politics and sports. Well, let's give it a try. Maybe, just maybe, we can elicit one of those to come out for us and knock out that neighborhood. Here comes the story. Oh, there's the second half of the ad. Now, I always forget to check when this part is done. It'll be done in a day. It'll be basically the beginning of Wednesday, and I'm hoping that I will remember to look. I'm not confident. I always forget. But you never know. Let's send Elaine out on that story. Lawsuit risk, and it requires a bribe, and we gain nothing else from it. I'm going to pass today. I just kind of don't want to mess with that. Sports story leading to statistics. Whoops, I did not pause. With another illustration in it. Well, let's go for it. There we go. What's the other story? Politics. Defeat. Hey, that's a good one. All right, we are going to go with Chris Sherman. He will get that done, and we will be ready there. Let's see how we are on the ad. Looks like it's still being worked. Yep, 3 more hours. I didn't forget yet. What about now? Hey, look at that. Let's get going. We can always use that money. Things that we can get, upgrades we can make once we have the influence points for those. And we are good on this. Awesome. I'm hoping we're able to finish that up. We haven't seen a single mob story, so that's disappointing. Hoover signs the Economy Act. Okay, let's get out there and see what that one's about. Very good. We have 2/3 of that ready to go. 8 hours remaining. So this has been a little bit edgy for me. They've got 8 more hours to work the story. The amount of time it takes them to return with the story has not been crystal clear to me. And I'm starting to wonder if I'm just completely missing something here on how that really should be working. Is it Chris Sherman we were talking about? Nope, he's at 2 hours. Which one was it? It was Chris White, 8 hours remaining. Let's see where Chris is. There he is. 8 hours left on this story. So when we get the nod that he's done, I want to see what the time is and how long before he's available again. Okay, get Peter out there on this. You're paused. Back over to here. Chris is turning in that story. It's 23:50 on Wednesday. So, I mean, it's been a couple of minutes. Let's call it 11:30 p.m. Just a one-off sports story here. We'll go with Elaine. She's the only one available. And let's sit on this one and watch Chris and see when he pops up. Not available yet. It's been 6 hours. Still not available. And it expired. So now that's disappointing. It said he had 7 or 8 hours left on the story. We had a full day to act on the story. He finished his part. As much as 16 hours later, he's still not done. So he's still turning in the story that much later. I don't know that I really realized that can take that long. So just a point to ponder. It can be a while to get those worked through. And he's available now. Just as that Hot Topic was ending, so we're not going to get the Hot Topic bonus. Okay. But now we know. Now we know. Okay, another story. Wow. Oh, yeah, we're just rolling in sports stories now, aren't we? Send Elaine out on this one as well. Let's go ahead and turn those off. Approaching the end of the week. Not a single mob story yet. Not even one. We don't have a cartographer yet. Mafia stories can theoretically show up anywhere, so there's really no advantage. Yep. Can appear anywhere. So there's no advantage to, pinning one of these or not. But I don't know. I would have liked to been able to pick one of those up at least. So we will be having a visit from the bad guys here. Still nothing. Pouring in, just pouring in. Okay, we don't have a cartographer. We will send Chris out here. Let's see what we have over here. We don't have a photographer. You know what? It's a single tag story in the well, won't get done this week. We could have it for next week, I guess. We'll do that. No real loss in that one, I don't think. Go ahead and start on that one, but it won't be ready until next week. Let's get to the end of the day here and see what we're looking at. Yeah, that's probably the one with the photographer, yeah. I could try to cut it. Well, we can cut it this way. And now it is done. Hopefully it doesn't become old news. It says it's going to still take 2 days. It's probably in the bottom of somebody's pile is what that means. All right. Yet another story. More crime. Finally a mobster story. Too little, way, way, way too late. But we'll see what we can do. And I don't know. It doesn't matter to queue it up for next week because we won't get the option from them. They'll pull the opportunity from us. So yeah, bad break for us. Nothing we can do about it. Oh, there's a second one. Look at that. Now they're just rubbing our face in it, aren't they? I probably should have said no. Oh, well, we got away with it. I probably should have just canceled this one, though. There's no reason to do this story at this point. I'm a little confused why this is still lit. I'm going to assume it just is a little bit of a bug. Okay. Oh, we are on Sunday though, aren't we? I forgot about that. So we're at the end of the day Sunday. Let's get rolling. What do we have here? Well, we have a gold story here. That's always a great way to start. Let's see what else. So sports and economy. Well, we know we have sports like crazy. And we need a defeat flag. So we're going to go with this one. And then let's go with this one because it's only a single match anyway. Yeah, I think that makes sense. I think on the back page, we're going to just run all ads. That's our money page. Okay, we have multiple statistics. I'm going to go with the double silver here. The only match for that is this guy. So I feel like we kind of have to do that. Well, let's see. Double match there takes us to 179,000. What if we make him 181,000? So better to go ahead and have the silver in times 2 than it is to have the match. Good to know. What else? I don't think we have a whole lot of matches left. We're going to try to skip that one if we can. We need a crime story for sure. Go ahead with that one. This one and this one. Is there a triumph? There was not. Okay, well, I think we're good then. Nope, I don't see one. Just that one. All right. Well, we're going to be looking at 196,000 papers printed. That will not be a record, but it is a good haul, so we'll take it. And there it is. 181,000 sold. Facts are stubborn, but statistics are more pliable. I never lost a game. I just ran out of time. 3 points for the district. That's good. We needed that. Nice little bump in our assets there. Yeah, he's angry. He's going to send mobsters. That's a downside. And we might lose some ads here. Oh boy. We lost 3 ad deals. I'm not entirely sure what that means because we printed 3 ads. They're already out in the paper. So just mean we won't collect any new ones, I guess, although it looks like we are, so I'm not quite sure what it means. We'll have to see what we have available. Okay. And we will set up for next week. What do we have here? So they are willing to give us money for entertainment. He is willing to give us influence for mayor stories. Well, I don't know. I feel like the random number generator is not our friend right now, but let's go ahead and go with this. We really need influence points. So if we can maybe earn some favor there, I think that'll be a net plus. And then let's find a neighborhood where we maybe have some control over how well we do. So far, just the one. Here's one. Let's go with that one. We hopefully will get an inspiring story. Again, not a whole lot of control over that. Actually, I mean, we do have some. We can do entertainment and society, so we might try to do that. But that's going to do it for this episode. Here come those mobsters. Why don't we go ahead and handle the mobsters? Looks like there's only going to be 2 of them. That's kind of doable. I was afraid there might be a whole fleet of them, so... why is she not reacting yet, though? That's a little surprising to me. Usually she's like right there. Okay, she got that one. She's got a timer, unfortunately, and it's going to take a second for her to catch up. Where did he go? There he is. So now she boots him. So, okay, that's the end of that. We will pick up here in the next episode. I do thank you for your time. And until next time, fair travels.